This is the time of Krishna. There is a tradition in India that we celebrate Krishna's birthday every year, and this happens to be at a time when there is this Ashtami, which is the 8th moon corresponding to his birth star, which is Rohini. And when they overlap, that's the most auspicious time. The 21st of August in India is the time that the temples here celebrate Krishna's arrival into this earth plane. I'm doing this particular video clip for you to give you an understanding of what Krishna represents. And those of you who have been following me, and I have been talking a lot about Krishna because he is giving us a great paradigm that's going to help us to visualize what the golden age is going to be. He is coming here to bring the golden age. And there has been many birthday celebrations every year. We have done this over the period of many hundreds of thousands of years. But this year is going to be a year where we see him playing an important role in bringing the golden age, because the golden age starts as early as 2012, and from 2013 onwards will be the golden age. The golden age is brought down only by a being that is has the ability to do that, and this golden age will be the age that will be the creation by Krishna himself. She represents three areas of life. One is absolute beauty, luxury, and happiness, perfection. I have talked about this Radha and Krishna paradigm. That's why we are going on a trip to Vrindavan when Krishna was here last time, trying to bring this golden age, and then he lived here at this time. So we are visiting those places, and Prabhupada, the founder of the ISKCON movement, did a great job in bringing about the knowledge represented by Krishna, and not only the knowledge but also the incredible life that he and Radha together represent. To call on Radha is to call on the perfection, perfect beauty, perfect wealth, perfect health, perfect of everything. She is the model for perfection, and to contemplate on them or to participate in their energy is to participate in the perfection itself. Perfect car, perfect house, perfect home, perfect everything. Perfection is the energy represented by Radha and Krishna. That's what we are going to celebrate during this birthday of Krishna. The time is important, the 8th moon, just be in a meditative mode throughout the 8th moon that is upcoming on the 17th. The time changes in different places, so just look for this 8th moon and the Rohini star. Both of the times, they overlap only for a brief period of time, but the entire star of Rohini in this month, the entire Ashtami Tithi is are sacred, both are sacred to access the energy of Krishna. There are two more aspects of Krishna that I want to talk about during this time, and that is, the world is going through a very tough time. When Krishna told in the Bhagavad Gita that I will come when things are out of control, things are out of control now. This morning, a boy, a college student, just came and saw me, and then he was crying and crying and crying, and I asked him why. He said, I could not tolerate that young girls being sold into prostitution, and this is being done as a business, not only in India, but all over Asia and other countries as well. This is unacceptable, and the government, although they are trying their best, that the traffic is still going on, and it breaks my heart. And then I cried for several hours, and then you should interview and do something about it. I said, yes, I understand. It's not only that case, it is also the case where people are pressed into poverty, and then begging has also has become a business here, and not only here, but look at what's happening in London. London, young people who have completely lost their mind, and then going and setting fire to places. And what's happening is that the world needs God, because we have completely become numb to God. And then God has to come, and then He has to prove His presence, and He is going to do that. And this is a time to pray to Krishna at this time to come down into this. He's coming down into this earth plane. And as He promised in the Bhagavad Gita, I will come down when things are get out of control, and they have gotten out of control now. So that's one aspect of Krishna, to come and then establish justice and kill the negative tendencies, the negative people, and then also to establish dharma, righteousness, and protect people who have been calling on God forever but have gotten nowhere, because they have been praying, and they are very sincere, but they have not gotten a break, and then the break is going to come through the descent of Krishna on this Janmashtami day, which is the day of the 8th moon and the Rohini star. Another aspect of Krishna is to provide you the highest teaching that will give a model for the world, and that He did it in the Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, it's very clearly said that what you have to do to establish individual peace, and also the collective peace and peace among everyone, is just to completely stay connected to God. You should not think that only the body-mind is the reality. The reality goes beyond body-mind. Who you are is God, and you have to understand that. And connecting with God is a very, very important aspect of life. And if you forget about what God is, then there is no purpose in life. And then the definition of God is very important here. God is, you are God, the higher state of consciousness, of all-knowingness, and we are not living that. We are living a very ignorant life and of senses, and that is the problem, because we do not really go back and understand how powerful we are, how we are God. We are only pretending that we are not God. We are pretending to be human beings. So the most important teaching of the Bhagavad Gita is to go deep within and connect with your reality. And the reality is that you are God, you are love, you are compassion, you are everything that there is out. And then such an understanding is given in all the scriptures, and Krishna is a supreme teacher. He says that how you live this world is stay in yoga. Yoga means union with God, not physical exercise. And then do your dharma, your assigned duty, whatever you have to. You cannot just sit simply and meditate. That's not Krishna's model. The Krishna's model is you have to work very hard, but then don't get attached to the results. Just give the results to me, because the results are not in your domain. Your domain is only to just work hard, and then as a glory to God. You are not doing it for your sake, you are doing it for the glory of God. So this is the greatest teaching. This will take the ego out of the picture. That now we put so much ego and pride into our actions. You have only the right to act. Even the breathing is possible, it is because of God enables you to do. So that way you can get beyond your mind, your ego, and then connect with God and live bliss, ananda. Ananda is, which means unending bliss, is our nature. And we don't live that nature, we just only are carried away by our mundane activities and mundane life on this earth plane. There is a life beyond all this mundane existence, and that is the life in God. And that has been the teaching of all religions. It's not only the teaching here, okay, in India. So Krishna's birthday is a very important day that we can all can connect with him. So astrology is very important for understanding our own destiny. All the descent of high energy are taking place only in relation to certain astrological times. That's why Astroved cannot be separated from spirituality at all. So use the Astroved calendar and look up the sacred times and use it. And Janmashtami is one such very important timings. There will be also Ganesha's birthday, which is also an astrological phenomenon, which is the fourth moon, where Ganesha's energy descends into the earth plane. So I'll talk about it in another video.